Namaste. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Audrey and Greg. And who else is with me this morning? So far, it's just you guys. That's cool. No worries. Still got a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to continue my quiet moment. I invite you to also center yourself. Focus on breath and balance in the body. Well, okay, welcome to another gentle yoga session. It's time for some stretching and some breathing. You found Yoga with Lisa, SXM, coming to you live every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock St. Martin time, coming to you from the beautiful island in the Caribbean known as St. Martin. My home for over 30 years now. So take a moment to sit with your back nice and tall and straight. Maybe press the chest forward a little bit, press the shoulders back a little bit, and let the top of the head drift up like a balloon, rising up easily into the air, lengthening through the spine. And then we're just going to drop the chin down by the front of the chest and let the head hang in front of the chest, but keep your back softly straight, shoulders aligned over hips, and just let the head hang for a moment. Really have a little conversation with your neck, telling it to lengthen, telling it to let go. Release your belly, and that may let your neck relax even more. And just begin to move your chin left and right, following the collarbone, almost all the way to the shoulder, and then turn and go back the other way. Let's slow it down even more. Match your breathing with your movement, breathing in one direction, breathing out the other direction. Slow it down even more. Coming back to the middle, we're just going to let the head hang in front and take your fingertips back to the back of your chest, back of your shoulders, and reach back as far back as you can. And I suggest that you actually press your fingertips into the muscles and the tissues back there. Go inside your shirt if you can, so you can really have some grip on the muscle and the tissue and the skin. And we're just going to press the fingertips in and then bring the elbows forward and let those fingertips drag over the crest of the shoulder towards the collarbones in the front. Let's reach back and do it again. Breathe in. Exhale, drag your fingertips over the crest of the shoulders and lift the face up. Breathe in and out. All right, one more time. Beautiful. Push your hands forward. Let the fingers point up towards the ceiling, flexing the wrist to a maximum amount, pushing your heel of your hand forward and your fingers back towards your face. And then drop the fingers to point straight down at the floor. Lift it up, breathe in. Look down, or aim your fingertips down and exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Really reach your hands way forward so you feel your shoulders shift to the front. 1 more time, because I talked. Beautiful. Let's get those wrists flexed and bring the elbows as far back as you can. Maybe your thumbs touch just the front of your armpits. Push the elbows way back. Lift your chin up. Breathe in. And reach it forward. Look down at your hips, round your back. Exhale. Pull it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Lift the face. Breathe in. Push the hands forward. Round your back. Drop your head. Exhale. 2 more times, just like that. I'll stop talking. Breathe deep. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands to prayer pose in front of your heart or in front of your forehead or in front of your lips, wherever it resonates with you right now. All right, interlock your fingers and squeeze the hands really tight. Nice breath in. Exhale, round the back, invert the hands, and push them forward. Drop the head. Lift them up overhead, reach up, breathe in. Bring them to the back of the head or the back of the neck, elbows way back. Look up through the top of your eyes and blink, breathe. And then come on up, breathe in. Round the back. And then come back to prayer hands. Beautiful, stretch those legs out. I'm just going to talk you through sort of the philosophy of this yoga practice that I do every Tuesday and Thursday. Basically, it is a super gentle yoga class, ideal for seniors, for beginners, and also for those that are wanting to get back into shape, but they want to start slow and not have any injuries. So maybe you're a little overweight or you're a little out of shape and you just really want to start becoming more healthy. This is a really good first step. So take your hands along the top of your thighs towards your ankles and round the back and drop the head. Exhale. Lift the face, lift the chest, and bring the hands back towards the hips. Inhale. Slow and easy. Continue to do that and I'll just continue talking to you. Remember that anything that I suggest during these sessions is merely that, a suggestion. Listen to your own body's wisdom and respect your own limits. If something feels awkward, or certainly if it feels painful, you do not have to do it. In fact, I suggest you don't do it. You can modify it, like for instance, if I say reach for your ankles, and you're like, I can't reach my ankles, just go wherever you are. That's your extreme position. Somebody else's extreme position may be much more into the deep stretch, but that's okay for you. So just remember to listen to your inner wisdom, your inner yoga teacher that knows you better than anybody else. Take it easy and slow, be patient with yourself. In time, you're definitely gonna become more flexible, have more strength and endurance, and just feel more at ease in the body with less pain, less chronic aches and pains, less stiffness, and more youthful, fluid, graceful, easy motion. That's what we all want, right? So we're just going to reach for the ankles and come up to the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, round down. Inhale, squeeze up. And this time we'll stay down. Now, as you come down, make sure your legs are relaxed and your knees can be slightly bent and your feet can flop outwards. Just reach for your ankles or your toes or your instep perhaps and stay down. Let your breathing be easy and slow. This is the caterpillar pose. You can maybe visualize the body, the soft, supple body of a caterpillar, able to turn, able to bend. Yeah, Think about that. When you're ready, just walk your hands back up, bring the body up, and let's take the right leg in, bring the heel in towards the groin. If it doesn't want to come that far, you can put it anywhere that is a good bending of the knee and opening of the hip for you. If you can, straighten this long straight leg and flex that ankle so the toes point up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to take those hands down. You can walk them on either side of the leg, or you can slide them along the top of the leg, or you can reach through the air if you're feeling very strong and you want to use the strength of the torso. You can just reach through the air. But for now, since we're just getting started, let's have a little support from the hands on the floor or on the leg. And just look down at your knee and oscillate up and down a little bit, breathing out and in. See if you can maximize the movement, coming quite far down, close to the leg, and pushing back up a little bit. Breathe in and out. Okay, we'll stay down for about 5 breaths. Then push against your leg, push against the floor, bring yourself up and change legs. Walk your hands down on either side. Remember, if you can get this leg straight, that's optimum, and flex the ankle. That's wonderful. If you can, if that leg wants to stay up, then that's where you are. Accept it. Don't judge. Don't criticize. Do not have any negative talk in your head about, oh, I can't do it just right. No, this is about you feeling better and working with your body to have more flexibility over the long range of maybe a few months or even a year. As long as you're moving in the right direction, your body will thank you and will reward you with massive benefits. Even if you're moving slowly towards the right direction, towards more health, more vigor, more balance. All right, let's stay down for about 5 slow breaths. You can have your legs, you can have your hands on your leg or on the floor or reach through the air as you like. Ready, welcome your hands back towards the hips and bring the body up. Beautiful. Let's slide on down to our backs. Bend your knees and put the heels a little bit close to the hips. Bring your arms to wherever feels most comfortable for you. And we're just going to drop both knees to the left. We do this almost every time. And it's a wonderful, early, relaxing, and finding flexibility in the hips before we get too much into our yoga. Take the time to have a little conversation with your tailbone here. Tell it to let go, because it's not going to do it if you don't tell it to. Even if you stretch out and you feel relaxed, there's still a little bit of holding energy in that lower back. Let it go. And maybe turn your head in the same direction as your knees to even relax through the upper back. Knees can come up and all the way to the other side. Continue to have a little conversation with your tailbone, telling it it's okay. Let go. beautiful. When you're ready, bring those knees up, and you can bring them all the way to the chest and give yourself a little hug. Maybe rock a little bit left and right. Feel the floor, the earth supporting you, pressing into the hips, the lower back, the waist area. All right, bring those feet to the floor and hands to the floor next to your hips, fingers pointing towards your heels. We're just going to tilt the pelvis and push the lower back into the floor and squeeze the belly muscles in. Press the lower back, the lower 5 or 6 vertebrae, down into the floor hard. Squeeze the belly in. Try to keep the pressure that you're building in your lower abs out of your chest and shoulders. Squeeze the belly down into the floor. Squeeze the back, the lower back down into the floor. Squeeze your kegel muscle in the middle of your groin. Squeeze it in, squeeze it down. Keep squeezing. Are you breathing? You should be breathing. Keep breathing. And then relax, 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 relax. We're going to let the knees open out, bring the soles of the feet together, and hands can just drift out to the side and turn palm up. This is the reclined cobbler pose. Bring the knees up and cross your right leg over your left. Cross the knees and drop both knees to the left. Feel free to do some deep breathing here. Breathing in through the nose, inflate your belly, inflate your lungs, inflate your midriff, your diaphragm, expand your rib cage, and let it go. Complete decompression. Just let it go. Let's bring those knees up and uncross. Tilt the pelvis into the floor again. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the kegel. Release your shoulders and chest. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing in and down with the lower back. Keep breathing. It's like you're telling all of your internal organs to get back into the spot they're supposed to be in. So often we let our belly muscles flop and be loose, and the organs then can also do the same thing, which is not beneficial to our health. Pull them in. Push them down. Squeeze it in. Keep breathing. And release. Relax. Arms can come out. Cross the left knee over the right and drop both knees to the right. Relax. Feel free to use your belly muscles and your rib cage to breathe deeply, restorative breath in through the nose, out through the lips. Beautiful. Come on up, uncross the legs. And now we'll bring the hands alongside the hips again, fingers pointing towards your heels. We're going to do the bridge, lift the hips up off the ground, pushing the hips up, pushing the hip bones up towards the ceiling. And as you come down, let's first reach the hands straight up from the shoulders and then roll the upper back, mid back, lower back, and hips down to the ground. Hands come down, push it up again. Press your feet strongly into the floor. Press it up, squeeze it up, squeeze buttocks in, up, pulse it up, keep breathing. One more, hold it up. Lift your hands and reach for the ceiling straight above your shoulders. Roll your back down on the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Upper back, mid-back, lower back, and hips. Bring the knees up to the chest. Grab your knees in your hands. Squeeze it in and pull it away. Inhale. Squeeze it in and exhale. Allow the knees to drift away from the chest. Inhale. Pull them in. Exhale. 3 more times like that. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more time. And squeeze it in, hold it in. If you want, you can let your knees go a little bit wide. Go as wide as you're comfortable with. Don't overdo it. Be gentle. Opening that pelvis open. Nice. Bring them together. Reach the legs up. Reach the hands up. Circle the ankles. Circle the wrists. Change direction whenever you feel like it. I'm just going to adjust my camera. Keep circling your ankles and wrists. Reaching the arms and legs up towards the ceiling. Enjoy it. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Look at them. Scrunch them together. Make a fist with your hand and scrunch strong using muscles in your arms and hands. And the toes, curl the toes so the tips of the toes want to point back towards the heel. And the inside, the arch of the foot is clenched a little bit like a fist. Squeeze it in and breathe in. Exhale and spread the fingers and toes as wide apart as you can. Exhale it all out. Squeeze it in, breathe in. Exhale, spread it wide. One more time. Squeeze it in, breathe in. And explode like fireworks. Exhale. Go back to a flex. See if you can get your legs straight, opening up the tissues in the soft back area of the knee. Opening up those tissues, flex the ankles, bring the toes to point back towards your face a little bit, and your hands, flex them back like you're holding something like a tray of cocktails on your hands and feet. Bring it down, don't spill the cocktails, push it up. Bring it down and push it up. Don't spill the drinks, keep the trays horizontal and balanced flat. Down and up. Down and up. We're going to go 10 more times. Let's go down. That's 10. Down. 9. Down and up. 8. Down. Up. 7. Down. Up. 6. Down. Up. 5. Down. Up. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it up. Point the toes, point the hands. Circle the ankles, circle the wrist. Change direction, go the other way around. Nice. Bring all those legs and arms down to the floor. Relax, stretch out. And now we're just going to bring up the right leg, the right knee is bent, and we circle it around using the full 360 degrees of our hip ball and socket joint. Imagine as you breathe in that air goes straight to that hip and lubricates that ball and socket joint with fresh, clean air, lots of oxygen. And then sigh away anything that's toxins, waste products of metabolism, anything that's been in the body because we've been maybe sleeping or maybe holding a lot of tension and we haven't been able to flush out all those waste products. Let's do it now. Breathe in and blow them away. Circle that leg around. Changing direction whenever you feel like it. Listen to your body's wisdom. You'll know what to do. Nice. Let's stretch that leg straight up from the hip and take your hands, interlock your fingers just behind your knee. If you can't quite reach your hands to interlock the fingers behind the knee, just grab onto the thigh or anywhere your hands reach. Now, if your leg is not straight And most people's isn't, and that's okay. Just be happy with the movement you have. Be grateful for what your body is still able to do, and know that if you keep up with your yoga and your awareness of your body's messages, of needs that your body is asking you to do, you're going to make improvements, and you're going to find that you're able to do more and more over time. We're moving the leg through a small arc, close to the face and back to vertical. Breathe with the movement and feel the hip and the hamstring and the back of the thigh and up towards the hip. Stretch and lengthen, creating a little extra room in that tissue. Nice. We're going to hold the leg in the middle of this range of motion. So find your middle place. And just take those hands and rub the hamstring. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Come up towards the hip and then down towards the knee. When you get to the knee, let's go to either side of the knee. Squeeze and release. Massage the tissues on the side of the knee, above and below the knee, in the front and the back. And then we're going to go towards the calf muscle. If you need to, you can bring your leg a little closer so you can reach all the way to the ankle and that Achilles tendon. Give it a little squeeze and release all around the ankle, through the entire calf muscle, front, back, sides, all of it. Squeeze. It's a really important muscle for the body, and it does a lot of hard work for us, so give it some gratitude and some love. See your leg. It's working hard for you every day. And then coming up, up, up towards the hip, we're going to rejoin, holding the leg, finding in a range of motion, breathing with the movement. We're going to hold it right at your edge of your range of motion or close to it, and just hold and breathe a steady, static stretch. Release. See if you can lower the leg very slowly, a straight leg, like the second hand on a clock. Very slowly, down, 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 down. And once your heel finds the floor, we're going to bring the hands overhead and stretch the body long. Take a big breath in, stretch and yawn. And then we'll bring up the other leg, bend the knee and circle it around. Inhale as you go through the circle, exhale as you go through the other half of the circle, connecting your movement to your breath and changing direction anytime you feel like it. If anything doesn't feel quite right, you're welcome to minimize the movement or modify it completely, or just rest and wait for us to catch up with you again. This is your yoga, and it's meant for you, to help you. I'm just giving you some cues, some suggestions, but it's really about you, taking care of you, listening to you, doing what you need for your health. Mental health, spiritual health, physical health, all of it. Let's circle it around and circle it around, breathing in and out. Nice. Stretch that leg up. Find your hands gripping the leg. If the knee is bent, don't worry about it. It's okay. Pull the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Working with your breath and your movement, find your range of motion. Use the full range of motion, whatever it may be. All right, we're going to hold the leg right at the edge or close to the edge for the range of motion. And then come back to the middle and let's do the massage. Back of the leg, up towards the hip, all the way around, down towards the knee, all sides of the knee, front, back, left, right, just above, just below. Let it know that you appreciate it. Yes. Right, let's go into the calf Bend the knee a little bit if you need to reach for that Achilles tendon. Squeeze and release. Rub with little circles. Make it a beneficial moment. Massage. Think about that calf muscle. Think about your fascia, the soft tissue underneath the skin. It's like a little spider web of fluids and tissues that run through the entire body and actually envelop every structure in the body, every muscle fiber, every bone, every organ. It's an electric spider web. Believe it or not, true story. All right, we're moving the leg through the arc again, and let's just hold it right at the edge and breathe for a little bit of a static stretch. Bring the leg back to vertical, hands come to the floor, slowly lower the leg like the second hand on a clock. Down, 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 down. And then you find the floor, we reach the hands overhead, stretch the body long. Ah, beautiful, breathe in and sit up. Take a moment to just notice how you feel. And we're going to get up on our knees here in a moment. Going to hands and knees. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, and knees are under your hips, and your fingers are spread wide, and your fingertips are activated down into the yoga mat. Press your hands into the floor to elevate your chest. No scrunching and collapsing in the shoulders, please. Drop the head and drop the tailbone, arch the back up, and then lift the face, lift the tailbone, and let the middle of the back sink down like a hammock. This is your basic, easy cat and cow. Some may find it a little on the boring side. The challenge is to breathe with the movement. You're welcome to go fast or slow. Whatever feels right for you. All right, let's see if we can do a balance this morning. Bring your right hand and left leg out and hold. If you feel a little wobbly, just drop that big toe down for a little bit of support. If you feel strong, you can lift the heel up a little higher than the hip. And now we're going to bring the knee and elbow together. Inhale, oops, and then exhale, stretch it. I think I got that wrong. Let's exhale when the knee and elbow are together, and inhale when you stretch. One more. Hold. Hand down, knee down, and come into pose of a child. Let the hips sink back by the heels. Walk the hands forward and allow the forehead to come to the floor in front of the knees. Pose of a child is a pose of deep relaxation, but it also brings up feelings of humility and acceptance. Maybe that resonates with you. If so, enjoy that feeling. Sometimes I think we need a little more humility and a little less pride. Let's come up to hands and knees, table position. Balancing on the other side, left arm and right leg. Hold. If you feel wobbly, drop your big toe down. If you feel strong, lift your heel up a little higher than your hips. Keep holding. we're going to bring the knee to the elbow and exhale. Stretch it out, inhale, scrunch, and reach. Keep it going. And return to holding in balance. Hands down, knees down, pose of a child. Rising back up to table, get ready for plank. It's time to plank challenge. We're going to do a 75-second or so plank challenge with some special movements. Most of you know what it is. If you're new to this channel, then maybe you want to just observe or do a little bit. You're welcome to do a low plank on your elbows and toes. I'm going to be doing the high plank on hands and toes. And bring the hips down. If there's a little bit of elevation in the hips, it's okay. It's not the end of the world if you're not a flat plank. All right, you've got a nice strong plank going here. Let's press the heels back, stretching the Achilles tendon. And if you want, you can elevate the left heel. And bring it down. Let's elevate the right heel. And bring it down. Return to your strong plank. Push your heels back. Take that left hand and touch your left shoulder. Bring it down. Take that right hand, touch your right shoulder. And bring it down. Left hand touches left hip. And bring it down. Excuse me. All right, do the right side, right hand to right hip. And come back to your strong plank. Let's do 3 Spider-Man on each side. 1, excuse me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Return to your basic plank. Side plank time. And down. Other side. And down. Let's go to downward dog. Take a step forward with your feet and let them go a little bit wide. Lift the hips up. Push the hips back and up. Push the hands into the floor, pushing the hips up and back. Drop the head, let the neck completely relax. Downward dog. Let's lift the right heel and let the hips move to the left. Drop the heel, lift the left heel, hips move to the right. Keep it going. Lift one heel at a time, hips shifting left and right. And back to downward dog. A real push with the hands now. Push, push, push the hands into the floor. Drop the head. Release the neck. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs from the ankles and the heels, the Achilles tendon, all the way up to the back of the hips. All right, let's put the knees on the ground and sit on our hips on our heels. All right, if you've got a belt or strap, now's the time to get it. So we're going to start by bringing your strap behind your back, and you can put your hands side by side or any distance that you need. minimize the distance that you need. So if you can do this, don't do this. If you can't do this, then find the spot that's as close as possible. And maybe you don't even need the strap, but today we're going to do it anyway. So we're sitting on our heels, we bring the strap behind the hips, and bring your hands to the distance that's as close as you can get them, where you can get your arms straight. Pressing the chest forward and lifting the face, breathe in. Feel that squeeze in the shoulder blades and see if you can move it down and up. Maybe bow the head when it goes down and lift the face when it goes up. Exhale down, inhale up. All right, keep holding that belt or strap behind your tailbone. Straighten the arms. Bend forward at the waist, bring the forehead to the floor in front of your knees, and lift the hands up overhead. Maybe they go vertical, maybe they go over the top, beyond vertical. All right, drop the hands and lift the body up. All right, now take your strap and just take it and put it over one shoulder. So behind, you've got a little bit of it hanging down, right? Reach your opposite side hand over and grab onto that tail. And then your same side hand, reach it down and minimize the space between the hands, wherever it is for you. We're going to just grab a hold of the strap with both hands and then gently pull down with the lower hand. Gently, keep it gentle. Stretching the tricep and arching the back a little bit. Lift the face, breathe. Keep pulling down gently with that lower hand. And release. Bring the strap to the other side. Okay. So the opposite side hand goes behind and under, and find that strap. See if you can grab it in your hand. The same side hand reaches back, and both hands are grabbing the strap as close as possible. And the lower hand then pulls gently down. Lift the face, arch the back. Keep breathing. All right, so if you don't have one of these, you need to get one because they come in handy and they work really good for rolling up your yoga mat and putting the belt around the yoga mat as a way to carry it. Okay, we've got a lot of people with us today. Hey everybody, wonderful to see you there. I hope you're enjoying the yoga today. All right, it's time to get up on our feet. We're going to go through the yoga squat. If you don't want to do the yoga squat, you can meet us in standing position. We'll be in a forward fold to start with. So take a moment to get your feet in front of you and maybe put your hands just behind you. Maybe shouldn't put the camera like that until I get up. All right, so we've got our hands on the ground behind the hips, and the feet come out in front of the hips. Turn the toes out about 45 degrees or a little less than 45 degrees. And then push yourself up onto your feet. Bring the arms inside. Elbows against knees and hands in prayer pose at the heart. Once you get this basic framework set, there's a lot of tension here. The elbows are pushing out and the knees are pushing in, and that gives you strength in the lower body. Open your root chakra to the energy of the earth. The energy of the earth rising up into the framework of the body. Your root chakra is where you have a sense of safety and stability, foundation, your sense of home, belonging. If you want, you can oscillate a little left and right. Beautiful. We're going to put the hands on the floor in front of the feet and lift the hips and drop the head. Forward fold. Once you're in your forward fold, release your neck and let your head truly hang. Move the hips in a figure 8. Bend the knees and put your hands on your knees and push against your knees. Walk your hands up your thighs and come to stand in mountain pose. Feet strong on the floor, the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet heavy and down. Lift the arch. Bring the energy of the lifting arch of the foot up the legs. Lift your knees, tighten up the thighs, tuck your belly in, tuck your tailbone down, lift your sternum, squeeze the shoulders back. Let the arms just hang from the shoulders, the top of the head reaching up. Breathe in. Feet, foundation on the earth. Top of your head in the clouds, kissed by sunlight. Breathe the arms out and up. Breathe in. Reach up, 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 up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Just the left hand this time, reach it up, breathe in. And then walk your fingers of your right hand down towards your right knee and bring the body over in a side bend. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Feel the stretch in the hip, in the waist, in the side ribs, in the armpit, all the way to your fingers. Spread your hands, spread your fingers wide and feel the stretch through the palm of the hand. Keep breathing. Keep your feet equally pressing into the earth. And then slowly reach up, walk the fingers back up the leg, and look up at your upper hand, stretch it tall. Reach like you've never reached before. And then bring it down. Both hands reach up, breathe in. Reach tall, 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 up, up, up. And bring it down, exhale. Just the right hand this time goes up. Reach it up. And then the left hand walks the fingertips down by the knee, bringing the body over. Feel the stretch in the side body. Stay here for 5 slow breaths. Keep your feet equally balanced on the floor, if you can. Beautiful. Walk your fingers back up your leg, bring the hand up. Look up at your upper hand and stretch it tall. Reach for the ceiling, reach for the stars, reach for a cloud. Keep breathing, keep reaching. And then slowly let it come down. Nice. Bring your feet into a straddle stand. Turn the toes out just a little bit and bend the knees a little bit. We're just going to let the arms swing completely free and loose. You can lift a toe on one side as the hands go the other way. And let them just swing. Swing. Keep breathing, keep swinging those arms, and in a minute we're going to stop and let the arms keep swinging on their own momentum, stopping at their own sense of gravity and the end of the swaying momentum. All right, let's stop and just let them sway. Notice the pattern that they make as they find the center point. And we're going to bend the knees and round the back and bring the fingertips all the way to the floor, drop the head. Rising back up, reach up for the ceiling, both hands reaching up, stretch up, breathe in. Bring the hands way out to the side and behind, like a capital letter Y, like a celebration stance. Reach up with the heart and with the face. Breathe in. And bring the hands in front and just let them swing again. Nice. Come stand tall for me. Bring the hands up. Breathe in. Turn palm down, push it down, exhale. This time the right knee comes up with the hands. Breathe in, lift. Push it down. Breathe in. Push it down. Find your balance. Push it down. Other side, lift it up. Bring it down. Lift it up. Bring it down. Bring it up. Push it down. This time the hands are not participating that much. It's going to be all about the right knee. It's going to go up in front, out to the side, and down. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. Let's try the left leg. Up, forward, out, and down. Up, out, down. Up. Some of you may be a little wobbly, and it's certainly okay to have a chair or the wall to hold on to give you just that little bit of extra balance that you need. Let's try it again. Knee right side up, out, down, up, out, down, up, out, down, and last time. Left side up, out, down, up, out, down, up, down. All right. We're going to bring the right knee up and down. Left knee up and down. Right knee up, then kick it back, bring the heel back, and come into a lunge. Circle your arms backwards like you're doing the backstroke. Lift the chest, lift the face. Feel your feet strong on the floor, no wobbles. Bring both hands back, sweep them forward, step forward, breathe in, reach up. Then step the left knee forward, up, and back. Backstroke the arms. Bring both arms back, sweep the hands forward, take a step up, and come back to mountain pose. Standing tall, reaching up, breathe in. Bring the hands down. And let's see if we can go back to our plank pose. We're going to do downward dog, plank, upward dog, plank, downward dog, plank, upward dog, plank. So that's where we're going next. We get the camera back for the low shots. Coming down to plank. Make sure you have your hands strong on the floor, toes on the floor. Lift it up to downward dog. Take a step back and find your plank. Bring the knees to the floor or bring the hips forward and bring the shoulders still over the wrist. Lift the chest and the face, upward dog. Back to plank and back to downward dog. Find your feet. Hold. Back to plank, and upward dog. Knees on the floor. Push back to pose of a child. If you want, this time you can put your knees wide, keep your big toes touching, and bring the chest to the floor in between the knees, wide-legged pose of a child. Head turns to one side, arms are bent, gripping the earth in a big embrace. Hug the earth. Rising back up to table, let's do a few cat and cows. Strong table, let's thread the needle. Right hand behind the left wrist, thread the needle, bring it through. Bring the the shoulder and the cheek, the face down. Press your upper hand into the ground with the elbow directly over the wrist. Lift the upper hand up into the air. Breathe in. Exhale, touch the floor. Lift it up, breathe in. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Let your arm just sort of balance up there. Maybe it goes over the top a little bit. That's awesome. In the elbow, hand to the floor, press yourself back up. Cat and cow. All right, let's thread the needle on the other side. This time the left hand goes behind the right wrist. Bring the shoulder down, bring the face down. Press the hand into the floor, the upper hand, and feel the connection in your shoulder blade. Enjoy that sensation. It's really hard to connect with those subscapular muscles where tension is often very chronic. All right, let's reach that hand up. Breathe in. Exhale, touch the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up. And down. Reach it up. And down. Leave it up there. Let it just find a balance point. Effortlessly standing tall over the top. Then the elbow, bring it down, press yourself back up. A couple more cat and cows. And then we'll come to sit in a straddle sit for our last few minutes together. I hope you enjoyed the yoga today. I hope it's benefiting your body and your mind and your spirit, your soul. Yoga is about you, connecting with you. The word actually means unison or united because we are all united. You can think about the idea of how we are all united like the ocean with its many waves. Imagine all those little white caps, and I don't know what just happened. Each wave thinks that they're alone, independent, doing their thing, curling, carrying energy. But just go a little bit deeper and you see that they're all connected. And that's kind of like how we see all life. Each of us is all caught up in our own little white cap, but we're all connected. All right, let's see if we can float the hands up over the legs and then just reach right and left. Reach right and left. Reach right and left. Keep breathing. Bring the hands out and up, stretch up, reach up. Drop your right hand down, circle it underneath the belly a little bit, and over we go, stretching the side body. Bring your ear close to your knee if you think about it like that, keeping that chest open and reaching up. Bring your arms out, cartwheel them around, and we go the other way. Breathe in, over we go. Exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep it going. Coming up. Bring those legs in. Find yourself balanced, at peace. The blood is flowing, the nerves are singing, the fluids are fluid, nothing stagnant, nothing stuck. I'm so grateful for each of you for joining me for yoga today. I hope you'll see me again on Thursday. I'll be looking for you. If not, you can always catch up on the old episodes, old sessions. They're all there for the last 2 years. every Tuesday and Thursday. I hope I never let you down. I hope I'm always here for you. Internet and the ISP providing. I feel a lot of positive energy coming from each of you, and I'm very grateful for it. Take that radiant joy, let it shine through your eyes, through your smile, through your attitude to all around you, spreading peace and joy and love in this world. We all need each other more than ever. Find patience, find kindness, find gentleness. Namaste.